Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked sprint game in my Benson, going over the matchmaking. Massachusetts, Turpitz, Vladivostok, Lenin, Fantastic, Akazuki, and a Zen Yang. This, basically this ranked season, all I'm doing is running through my tier 8 ships, trying to knock off as many anniversary containers as possible. So I'm playing a lot of ships just to get the one win that I need to accomplish that. The added benefit, you guys get to see ships that maybe people aren't bringing to ranked, but I happen to have in my port. So still need to do ships like Ognavoy and things like that. I'm hoping to be able to get them done today. But again, this might help some people with these particular ships. So my course of action here, I am looking to push up here to C-Cap. I've got Akazuki with me, and just gonna push up here, see what I can spot, try to support him the best I can. Really, his ship has a lot more DPM, effective DPM than my ship. He should have 32 millimeters of pen, so it's kind of a really nasty 1-2 punch for me to pick up a destroyer and basically the both of us work them over. So I'm pushing up behind this island and I'm seeing if I can try to ambush another destroyer, because again, I've got 3 battleships, actually 4 battleships, all looking at me. My lightning, not wild about this this lightning. His positioning, I would have liked to seen him, since he was all alone, to come more this way, the safe way into cap, and not so much worry about getting torpedoes off.
Engine boost activated.
Here, pop an engine boost. I know there's DDs back in here, just haven't spotted them yet. And if they're going to let me get into this position, I'm going to try to throw some torpedoes in behind here on these battleships, trying to use this bit of island as cover. And I do spot an Akazuki. And they instantly smoke up, and I'm just going to stay dark. There's no need for me to shoot. If I shoot, I'm just going to stay spotted. So instead, just gonna sit here and chill. Fantastic pushes out momentarily, but I quickly leave concealment, and that leaves those enemy DDs with not a lot they can do. Unfortunately, however, Massachusetts slammed on his brakes because DD got spotted right there. He plays it smart and changes his direction, and my torpedoes are gonna now miss. So here, just trying to get spotting in. I'm gonna get turned south. I don't want to get stuck behind this island, and I'd rather not pick a fight with the Akazuki and the Fantastique all at once. So just playing it, safe as we can. We've got a really good trade on this Massachusetts. My team, we've got more damaged ships than the enemy team, but nobody's critical. Now, this is a dumb move here. The Lightning's just going to die. There's no way that he's going to win that, and there you go. You can't do plays like that and expect that you're going to be able to pull that out. It's just not going to happen. I do pick up the Akazuki. He is low HP. I'm going to start shooting at this guy, see if I can get him off the board. We're able to pick that kill up. And I'm looking right now, only the Fantastique had shot at me. Um, I've just got a tank for 10 more seconds and I can save a smoke. You know, hindsight, I do have Superintendent on this build. I could just smoke up and just start farming these guys, but, you know, just trying to save my smoke right now. Now, I'm seeing an opportunity here. You know, these battleships, they're all getting pushed out. I want to see if I can be able to step on B-cap and try to either force these guys to push in. I mean, if you look here, we've got a pretty good crossfire with my Bismarck and these battleships down here. Plus, you know, Akazuki torps, plus my torps. There's a lot of crossfire potential here that the enemy team's going to have to try to deal with. Decide, you know what, there's one battleship that's pushing into B-cap. Not going to do anything about it, but I do have an idea that this Zen Yang, he's going to be wrapping around in behind my battleships. So I'm going to start heading back here to see if I can help with that situation. You get spots on the Fantastique. He's pushing middle. Now, what I don't want is I don't want this Fantastique to be able to use these islands, come up right around and just ambush one of my battleships. So it's kind of critical that I keep vision out here to be able to spot these guys. I land 3 torpedoes on 2 different battleships. They both get floods, and that's... Yes, baby. That's really good. That's going to really make these guys more vulnerable in the future. The Lenin's still flooding. The Vlad's got unrepairable fires already.
All stations retreat. Get back.
I'm trying to pull this Rich back because Zen Yang, for all of its faults as a destroyer, deep water torpedoes are very nasty when it comes to killing battleships. I think that this guy's probably overextended. He's probably dead, just because of that situation. And it's unfortunate, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Fantastic. We finally got a spot on this guy. He's not going to try to push this channel. So that's going to free me up to push back up here. There's the Rich. That's telling me torpedoes are on the way on him. I'm going to step on B-cap since this Vlad is leaving it. I want to try to... My plan now, I keep changing it as this game, you know, goes on the fly. I'm going to step on B-cap, cap it, and then I want to get back to C-cap to try to defend it from the Zen Yang. I noticed that the Massachusetts, everybody's now converging on B-cap, and I think that that's a mistake. Just like the enemy team all converged up here, and that was a mistake. They lost their crossfire. My team's kind of doing that right now. The only thing working to their advantage is they've already kind of worked down a lot of the enemy ships. It's Massachusetts below half HP. Really, this Bismarck should be sailing this way, and that would make this a lot better. You keep getting better and better crossfires on that Massachusetts, between our Massachusetts and the Bismarck. But at this point, I know that this Zen Yang, he's coming. They did end up killing the Richelieu, and it's pretty much up to me to try to defend this. Now, something that I do try to do is, once I've confirmed, okay, you know, he's closer than this Tirpitz, I am going to ping, letting my team know, hey, I need support. There it is. That gives your team a chance to start turning their guns and be able to maybe have some influence in this battle. I see that the Xin Yang's using AP, and that's going to dictate how I fight. I'm shooting HE. I know that if I give him flat broadside, even though it makes me easier to hit, he's just going to overpin me. And he's going to do less damage to me than I am him in exchange with HE penetration damage. So, notice this is one of the few duels that I've had recently where I just give up flat broadside. I don't try to juke, I just try to present this nice, consistent target for this guy because he's using the wrong ammo type. And I see it, and I'm just going to try to make this guy as comfortable as possible. I'll look at the hits I'm getting, because a lot of people, they just see the hits. They don't see, the overpins. They don't really see the damage. And in return, I'm just lopping, big chunks of HP off his ship in return. Not to mention I have a 5th gun to his only 4 guns. And that's how you end up with a situation where this DD did next to no damage to me, and I basically took him apart. It's because he was using the wrong ammo type, and I was smart enough not to present an angle where he could get penetration damage on me. Shooting at, this sort of angle, he can get penetration damage, especially, in my bow with this flared section. If he hits that and is crossing lengthwise through my ship, he will be able to get pen damage. So me going flat broadside denies that shot profile to him, and lets me pick up that kill very cheaply. So just going to push back here. This Tirpitz is going to go one of 2 ways. He's either going to go to C or to B, and I'm just lining up a torpedo shot which way he goes. And he's turning into back to B cap. So I am trying to get a better angle on him. That's why I'm dipping back in this island. I want to get as close to a 90-degree angle as I can to get a good torpedo opportunity off on this Tirpitz. I do have to be mindful of the plane. I see that he's accelerating, so I'm leading him with my torpedoes. And now I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to try to reinforce my Massachusetts. He's in trouble. This Fantastique, he really should be shooting at the Massachusetts, trying to get rid of him. Think I'm going to get a piece of the Tirpitz. Yep, one on the nose, no flood. That tells me that the Tirpitz probably had his repair up. Now this is a little greedy, pushing in here with the Akazuki. If you'd be kiting away, I'd say go for it, but pushing like that, that's risky. And unfortunately, the Tirpitz is able to put down my Akazuki. And, I mean, we've got 2 caps. Where do we go from here? Well, first off, I don't want to allow this guy to push right around the island and be able to spot me. So I'm going to get some distance and then come up with a plan to try to finish this Tirpitz. My Akazuki noted that the Tirpitz was still burning. Tirpitz is relatively low HP, so I'm just going to start trying to gun this guy down over the islands. I think I'm just aiming too high right now. It looks like He's turning in ever so slightly in hindsight. I thought he was sailing flat broadside. He's not. But, you know, got the shots going out now. And there's the kill. That's the end of the game. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you later.